Northern Blues TV catching up with head coach Luke Webster. Webby, first off, we're done and dusted for 2014. How have you seen the opening sort of 6-week period?
Yeah, look, Matty, the boys really trained really well through that first period before Christmas. There was a lot of work that we had to get through. We had a lot of numbers out in the training track. Matty Pell, who's come on board this year as the new S&C coach and sports science, set up a really good program, and the boys worked really well through all the work that we threw at them, and I'm really wrapped with what we got out of them in this pre-Christmas period.
Finished 11th at the end of the year. What's been one of your messages or themes coming into this pre-season?
Yeah, look, we spoke about, and I spoke about it the best and fairest night, but we spoke about it as a group that we want to get this club back to being a successful club, and in doing so, that obviously means a lot of hard work's required in that, and the boys have shown that so far, that they're taking steps towards that. But we want to bring success back to the Northern Blues. We want to make it a powerhouse club again, and obviously you've got to do that by winning lots of games of footy. So that's our focus, obviously, through this Christmas period, and then obviously when we get back, we'll be really ramping things up and making sure we give ourselves the best chance to do that.
I'll get onto the signings in a second, but how much of a positive has it been to see a good core group of second years and above sort of return to training?
Yeah, definitely. You rely on those guys coming back year in, year out. We've probably had 5 to 10 blokes that have been around for a while now, and then obviously the guys that had their first year last year, the Ben Waltons and the Josh Callaways and the Jack Johnstons, and those guys have hung around again this year, which is great to see, and they're the guys that really build your club. And they've been performing really well on the training track so far as well too. So we're building a nice core group of players that have been around here for a while now, and adding in with a few new guys. So hopefully we can set ourselves up and have a successful year.
It's been a good period of recruitment to the club, which you mentioned before. How have you seen the contribution of those signings and also some of the other guys as well on the track?
Yeah, look, they've contributed really well, and it's been great to see the club be really proactive in the way they've gone about their recruiting this year. Every year you have to change your list, but the club's gone out and looked at guys that are going to help us win games of footy and add to that winning culture that we want to bring. Obviously, a lot of guys come in with some good experience. We bring Kieran McGuinness in from Norwood, and he's been terrific so far. And he hasn't done every single session yet so far this year, mostly leading into Christmas he was out there, but he's been training really well. But getting around and building relationships with the players and bringing that winning culture that they had at Norwood. Glenn Strawn, another guy that's come in this year, has been training really well. He was right up there in all the fitness testing, but has also brought some really good leadership and good knowledge coming across from Collingwood. So he's been performing really well on the park, which has been really good to see.
And just in a brief overview, when we hit 2015, what's in store for the boys when they get back?
Yeah, look, we'll ramp up pretty quickly after Christmas. You've got to ease them back into it for the first week or so, just to make sure we don't break anyone down. But the guys have been setting off over a Christmas program to make sure that they've ticked that off, so they come back in good enough to conditions so that we can start straight away. But yeah, we'll really start to ramp up and really get into our game plan. We've done a fair whack at it so far, which has been really good. But we'll start to tighten that up and get the guys going in that area. But again, we're looking for guys coming with that work rate, intensity and effort throughout their training sessions, and hopefully that holds us in good stead going forward.
Webby, enjoy the break. Merry Christmas, and thanks for your time.
No worries. Thanks, Matty. Merry Christmas to you too, mate.
Cheers, mate.